Good morning, Hershey Free. This is Valerie. I'm one of your missionaries. I'm serving in New York City as the New York City Metro Area Director with ISI, International Students Incorporated. There are more international students in the New York City area than any other place in the country. So we have a huge opportunity here, and it's a tremendous honor to serve and to reach the nations by reaching some of the best and the brightest that are studying in the United States. So some encouragements, some celebrations from the past year. We have 3 Christian international students from Japan who got together and started a little ministry, and we partnered together to reach other Japanese students for Christ. And we trained them. I've been discipling them. Through that training, they started 2 online Bible studies on Zoom with several Japanese friends, and we know that at least one girl became a follower of Jesus through their study during COVID and is being discipled right now. So we're so excited about that. Another example of God moving during this past year is that we were able to actually add an intern that we hope will be staff. And he's from Australia. He's actually an international student himself with a passion to reach those from northern India and Pakistan. And he took an Urdu class. And through this class, he met people from Pakistan and actually started a Bible study with them. So he's studying the Bible with a Pakistani Muslim. It's incredible how God opened that door, and he's been able to share Christ with multiple Muslim student friends. Another example is that because some of our ministry was truncated, not being able to do physical things, our team has had an opportunity to follow up online. So some of our students that have returned to Muslim areas, they're reaching out and saying, you know what, I'm an agnostic now. I've given up Islam. I'm searching again. Could we talk again about Jesus? So those opportunities have opened up. We also know that there's been some moms groups happening. Some of our students have spouses, or some of the students are moms, and they're juggling that. And so one of our teammates started a new moms ministry and was able to start a conversation at this outdoor picnic with someone that's like, yeah, you know, I've really wanted to know more about God. How do I do that? How do I learn about him? And so this staff member will be meeting with this mom and explaining the gospel to her. I think she's from China. Another example of celebrations from this past year is that even though COVID limited some things about all of our wonderful in-person gatherings, we still saw opportunity. Like, instead of partnering our English ministry with just local people, we opened it up and said, hey, if you can operate Zoom or FaceTime, you can be matched with a student and use English conversation as a witness. Well, we have a friend down in North Carolina who took multiple students, just packed his schedule full, and several of them, he's had spiritual conversations and started Bible studies out of their student interest and said, oh, how can I know more about God? And so we know that he has been having tremendous impact. One other thing that happened during this past year is that we added staff. I have a huge area of Long Island, huge schools out there with international students. I had nobody out there. Some of our staff from Buffalo moved down and joined us, house hunting at the worst possible time. But still, it looks like God has provided something for them, and they'll be launching new ministry in Long Island soon. And so praise God for that. In my own ministry, you know, things of course are still limited. I spend a lot of time recruiting and getting other people on the ground serving, and I do a lot of training now, and that's been tremendous. So discipling Christian students to share the gospel with their friends is one of my best opportunities right now. But I also have a small group of women that I'm mentoring, NYU grad students from Azerbaijan and from Turkey. So I'm getting a chance to befriend those from an unreached people group background, mainly on Zoom. A couple of them I've never met in person yet. And I'm looking forward to sharing more stories about Jesus with them in the coming year. So praise God for your partnership and for all that he's done. Let's celebrate together the fact that he's still on the move, even during a tough year. So thank you so much